When I said emerge, what did you think I meant when I say emerge?
Imaged.
Emerged. You pronounce it as?
What?
You pronounce that word as?
Emerged. Emerged. Imaged.
And I pronounce it as emerged.
But then, when I was listening to the
recording,
yeah, I understood. I heard emerged, the right word, but when we were talking, then you explained and it was clear, like it came from. That's what I said. Sometimes it was hard to talk because I didn't have any ideas and I didn't have any things to say to respond to Mary, and because it's English, it's harder for me to speak, like to say nothing. In French, I can speak like for 5 minutes and say anything, but in English, I repeat the same thing, and it was what I was doing. So I let Mary speak because it's easier for her to speak in English than it is for me.
And I think in the conversation or in the recording, I seem to be communicating or talking a lot more than Juliette, and I take it as the basis of trying to keep the conversation going. Juliette was using her hands and communicating, understanding, and I was nodding and also using my hands trying to, I think, convey that we are understanding each other.
And the head?
Yeah, and the head. The hardest thing for me when transcribing putting down what was in the transcript was some words I was not too sure whether that's what the way I pronounced them is very different from the way Juliette understood them, like the emerged one. When we were discussing it, she took it as a different phrase, but when I put it now with the explanation, that's when she understood what I meant. So that, I think, for me, was something different from what we had talked about when listening to the recording.
Where to use this sign and where to use this sign, like the point, when the difference between the word underline and the
arrow,
the flash, the
marker going up,
things like that. Yeah, it was hard, but it was fun.
It was quite
interesting.
Yeah, and a bit different because Juliette and I come from two different countries, and the way I pronounce words and the way she would pronounce words are different. But we were still able to communicate with each other, and
when there was word I didn't understand, she explained and it was very clear.